Hey y'all, what's going on? Welcome back to another 7 Days to Die video today, and today I'm going to be showcasing our new world. Um, I'm pretty much over that cold I had, so sorry for not uploading for a few days. I've been really sick, but I have been working on some stuff in 7 days the last couple of days at the tail end of this cold, and I kind of wanted to show it off because I think we've made pretty good progress for day 11. But anyway, so we figured out you can make custom maps. So what we did was we basically made the biggest custom map we could with like the biggest cities we could. So we have actual cities on this map that are just massive. And the other cool thing about that is that each of them has a trader at them, which is really nice. So we also have a trader right on the other side of that building right there, plus this just massive city, and we live in one of the smaller cities. This one just had a lot of diversity of buildings and different places to loot, like different tiers, all kind, pretty much anything you need: clothes, food, mechanical parts, construction stuff, whatever. It has it, and it's right next to a trader. You know, it's pretty great here. I really like this spot. And it also borders all three biomes. Now, I turned the wasteland off, and then I did the world 22% snow and 22% desert, and then the rest of it is all pine forest. So this map is primarily pine forest. If I can, I'll have an image up on screen of what the map looks like. Um, but yeah, so this was our starter base. We took over this barn, and we were all holed up in here. And then I turned this silo into a tower so I could look for Roman hordes and screamers, because we've been getting a lot of both. A lot of, I'm assuming maybe it's the city, because we live in this city, that there's a lot more roaming hordes. I don't know. That's pretty cool. This is going to be our farm plot, so we can grow all of the food we'll ever need. Um, so we're starting to work on that. Rotten flesh is a bit tricky to get, though. It's still working on that. But I intend to make at least most of this pen into an actual farm. And then, so in here, I just finished clearing this out because I just finished building main base, which is what you saw in the thumbnail. Um, and this was our starter base. I figured a barn would be a lot better because it's just a tiny little, easily defendable, and easy to fortify, like just a little base. And we have little peak holes and whatnot, and those also served as places to park our bicycles, and this served its purpose. It treated us pretty well up until today, which is day 11. And then over here is just a safe zone that anybody can come into, any of my friends that join the world. So we're not all going to be basing together. This is the soon-to-be kitchen, and then downstairs is the public storage and crafting. So basically, we're going to be building a nice big area for anyone who joins the world, and they can craft and, either add or take from these storage bins down here, and kind of learn the game together. And then my buddy and I, we just really wanted there's a certain type of base we really wanted to try out, so that's what I built. We wanted to try like a bunker style base, but we'll be getting to that. And then up here we just have some personal rooms. Like this is someone's room they claimed, and then we have a couple empty rooms. People can just set up their bag and their own little personal storage. And then the basement's the main storage of this base. This is a good little area to start at. I feel like, this town has a lot of good places to loot. You're on the border of 3 biomes. And, we got this nice little farm set up for anyone joining the world who needs to survive the first few nights somewhere until they get their bearings together. Or if they just want to stay here permanently, it doesn't really matter. Hoping more people go off and build their own bases so we can see whatever. I want to see what everyone does for bases, but, yeah, this is our little farm, so we're going to move on from this. I just thought this was really cool. And I wanted to show where we started not too long ago. Our little cobblestone barn. And then, yeah, so over here's the trader. And then over there is our horde base that we used for the first horde night. I'm doing a very simplistic, easy design for the first, like, 2-3 hordes, maybe even the first few. Once they start getting a little more difficult, then I'll build an actual horde base, but until then, this is kind of what we're doing. Very simple. So, nothing, really not anything crazy. And then over here's our bunker. Since we had this, I turned on mountains to many too, I believe. So we have all of these cool like mountains all over the place, and so we can build a bunch of different kind of horde based designs out here in this field and just kind of mess around and test them and run with different ones on horde nights, maybe even combine a couple, see what happens, just do some crazy stuff. Like, I don't even care if any of the horde bases work or not. I just want to do some crazy designs and mess around here. We got a nice big open area for that, a huge vast map to explore, which is really awesome. I'm really looking forward to exploring and playing on this map. I'm loving the cities. The custom maps are probably my favorite, and I don't think I'm going back now. We got really bored of Nav's game with the hospital and all that stuff and everything we had set up, so we wanted to make a new map, or try a new map out, and then I tried a pre-gen. The pre-gen 10K was pretty good, but then I was like, you know what, we can actually make our own, so let's just do that. And so yeah, we have this beautiful like cliff here, and my buddy and I were like, yeah, me and Comic decided that we were going to build our base inside of the mountain here and kind of dig it in and make it like a little bunker. And so I've been up all night working on this, literally. It's been like 4, maybe 5 hours, but because I had to dig it all out. But we got 2 turrets, 2 solar panels, and then 2 battery banks right in here with an automatic door. And then we have our lights in here. Got our first area here is our parking. So we can park bicycles and motorcycles in here. I have room for a gyrocopter or 2, and then maybe 1 or 2 4x4s. Probably just 1 though. And then in here is the rest of the base from the garage. From the garage we have the claim block, so I can pick stuff up, and the bedroll. What's actually cool is I have a claim block down at the farm too, which is funny, and it still says active. It doesn't look broken either. And I can pick stuff up there, so I'm guessing it's good. I thought you could only have 1, but I guess I can have 2 for now. So that's cool. We have both of our claims on both of our little bases here. And then in here we have a tiny little shitty kitchen. That's why this room is tiny as fuck. Just a little room to cook and store some food if we need to, even though we have the kitchen over there currently. Figured why not add 1. So and then we have our dump chest right here, and then from the dump chest in here we have our storage, our main storage room here for pretty much everything we need. On our last world we went really overkill in storage because we had a lot of loot. This time I don't think I'm gonna stockpile this much if we don't need it, like or I'm gonna find stuff to put it to use, so I don't fill up the, I don't have to make more than like a box or 2 for each thing, because this is pretty much how I want to keep the storage, this amount. I think we can do it. If not, I can always add another storage room onto the bunker, or expand this one potentially. But that's that. And then in here we have our crafting area. Now, once I get another wrench, I'm going to add another workbench here. And then I'm going to start putting more workbenches at the safe zone farm. And then I can fit 1 more chem bench here. So we can have 2 chem stations and then 3, what do they even call these? Workbenches. The workbench. And then we have 3 cement mixers over here and 3 forges for our little setup of that. And I feel like that looks really nice right there. And I really did try to give it like a bunker feel, and I think I nailed that pretty good. It's also nice having a small base compared to like the hospital. Like that one was just overkill. Like I wish there was more stuff in the game for us to just fill that whole place, but we could barely fill 1 floor. This is basically all we need, really. I mean, I know we could probably expand this a bit more if we needed, like especially the garage, if depending if any of my other buddies want to base with us, or if they do, or whatever we decide. But yeah, I think this is gonna be a really fun base, and I can't wait to see what it turns into. I don't think I'm gonna upgrade it a ton more, but I guess we'll see. I might work on this section. I don't like how this turned out. It's a little uneven and messed up over here, so I'm gonna get rid of that pillar and put that over to match this side, so it'll look a lot better. But other than that, not a ton I really want to do, except go crazy on some horde-based designs and just see what we can come up with and go crazy with that. But anyway, guys, I'm probably gonna call it here for today's video. I feel like I'm just rambling on at this point. You already saw the base, and I mean, it's not a lot, but I really love it. I mean, I don't know if I would build another base underground. It was kind of a huge pain digging it out, but it is what it is. We got through it, and now we have a box of stone too to show for it, so I guess that's good. But anyway, guys, I'm going to try to keep uploading as much as I can. I'm back to working on third shift, and it's a little hard to keep a consistent schedule with that. I'm trying, and I'm going to get back to Friday night streams as well. But other than that, hopefully y'all are safe and everything's alright. And as always, I'll see y'all in the next video.